across the top of the bridge. So it looks like only the tram goes across the top and pedestrians, and sometimes at the same time. So people will walk wherever they want and then get out of the way of the tram when it shows up, I guess. So we'll see how that goes as we go. But we'll get footage all the way across if we can. We're going wine tasting today, so we've got to cross the bridge anyway, so I thought we'd do it from the top.
Je fais trop du vent sur mon livre.
Got a little bit of cloud today, so it's nice from the perspective that it makes it cooler, but it is a little bit grayer out. Okay, let's keep going. Just about halfway across, I guess. Maybe not quite. Just about there. We'll stop where those people are. Take some more shots from the halfway point and see what it looks like. I had one tram go by. That was interesting. It really rattles things. There's the Cais de Ribera that we were on the last couple of videos we've taken. Heather and I walked through that scary tunnel down there full of cars when we were lost the other day, which was great. It's beautiful though from up here. You see everything. It's not too busy down in the river area yet. Not very many boats out yet either. A couple. There's the railway captain down there. A few coming up the waterway. That's looking out, I guess, in the direction of the ocean, around the corner to the right. Or actually, it sits quite a bit in from the ocean. I didn't realize that until we got here. Whereas Lisbon, it was much easier to see where the outlet was from the river to the ocean, but here it's less obvious. Anyways, beautiful day. We'll keep going. We're starting to get rained on a little bit, so this is going to get real interesting. Hopefully we can make it across and get to the Miradoro at least before then, and try and stay dry if we can. Yeah, it's 11:15, so we're dealing with that.
Historical area.
A lot of people right here. Get to the other side of that and then we can stop. I felt it was safe enough to walk out in the middle here now that the tram is gone. And here we are now, I guess about the halfway point of the water. It seems like we're well over halfway on the bridge. As you can see down now, it's quite amazing. It's fascinating all of you can see from up here. Looking back at everything that we already looked under. There goes the barge. People barge and the brick barge. I think we'll try Kalen for port tasting later, but we'll see where we end up when we get down there. We didn't make reservations today because we don't really want to do a tour. We just kind of drink, if you know what I mean. So we'll see how that all goes. Let's take another look over. I'm just going to cross to the other side of the for a sec. We went walking a short distance over here the other day, but it gets pretty non-commercial pretty quick, so we didn't really go very far. But we'll see. Nice view though from here too, just a little less touristy stuff over here. Look at all the bridges, hey? Train and car bridges, crazy. Hasn't really hit us, a few drops, and that was about it, so we're continuing on. We'll see how this goes. Now, this is on the Vila Nova de Gaia side over here, so it's actually technically not Porto on the other side of the river, I guess. So we're slightly changing cities, but looks pretty cool down there. I think every one of those buildings has like some kind of wine tour, wine tasting thing. This is where all the port tastings are, is on the other side, and then back on our side is kind of where all the touristy restaurants are, and sangria and all that stuff. So I didn't realize there's an elevator lift there too. Over there, you see that? I didn't see that yesterday, so that's interesting. Up to whatever that building is. We'll have to look into that. Okay, we'll continue on. See the gondola over there too going. A bit busy over here again. Again, nobody even thinks to get out of the way. Europe. We'll do a whole video on that. That'll be one of my short talking points soon, because it's one of the more frustrating things to deal with here. But you can actually see around the corner of the river now, which is kind of cool. We haven't seen that another huge bridge out there. And you can see that barge still pumping in the middle. Tons of boats. Everybody's starting to wake up here, I think. There's a kayaker in the middle of the water there. A couple of them, actually. Cool. Continue along. Our goal here, we weren't sure whether to go the upper or the lower deck of the bridge. We started with the upper, thinking that today would be an easier day to do it because it was a slightly warmer day, but it's actually kind of cold up here right now. I was just saying, I think it's kind of cold up here right now. Do you agree?
Yeah.
The wind blowing and the clouds on, and it's only, I think, a high of 20 today, so it's probably
a high of 20.
It's probably only 16 or so right now. With a little bit of wind and rain and blowing, it's chilly up here. So we'll continue on. Oh, there goes a. Looks like that's some kind of police or fire rescue boat of some kind. I can hear the sirens off in the distance, and these guys are giving her, so that would be my guess. Holy man, that looks a little rough.
Maybe
not, I don't know. Might just be a speedboat. You really get a good view back of everything that we've been walking through. You can see a huge building there with paint all over it, some kind of a mural all over the side of it, right in the middle. We must have walked past that 50 times, and I certainly never saw the mural on it. So, see that right in the center? Yeah. You can see, though, a lot of the different things that we have toured at the top of the hill there. It's so weird here because you turn a corner and there's something everywhere. So unless you've constantly got Google in your face, you don't really know. You could walk a block away from something and not see it. But we'll continue on. More gondolas going. Looks like another tram coming. This one's pink. style ones here too, just like they did in Lisbon. So any of the busier ones, you see the modern trams that are more like the LRT, multiple cars and very nice inside, and then you get the old rickety ones that are kind of more, they only hold maybe 20 people, and they're not nearly as comfortable. So far we managed to get across without getting rained on though, so that's a bonus. Alright, looks like we are basically at the other end. I'll stop here for a second, we'll take a picture from this end. Looks like we can get some from up there too. That looks like a waypoint. But you can see we'll be down there in a second, and it's probably a little early for wine, but is it really? Probably not. I've been drinking a lot of coffee and a lot of wine here, so it's basically been the Elvis diet, the uppers in the morning, downers at night. We're going to try the downers at lunchtime, see how that goes. Probably need a coffee later to basically do 2 cycles today, so we'll see. It's a good lifestyle. I'm pretty sure I'll survive it, but we'll see. No guarantees. There's the bridge again. I was just saying to Heather, oh, there's a funicular going up. Over against the hillside over there. You'll see it in a second, Heather. It's over to the side. That's a steep hill to have to walk, so it's kind of cool that there's a funicular that goes up it. Nice hotel deck here overlooking everything. The Vinci Ponto de Ferro. Cool. I guess that sign probably tells me, but I'll have to look it up because whatever it is, it's cool. It looks like it lights up at night, which is kind of neat too. We're, as you know, with us, we're not hugely night people, so not really our thing traditionally. He's a weird photo guy that's trying to take people's photos for money, so you know you're in a tourist area. Cool looking park up there though. Lots of these walking tours. Do our own tour. On the other side overlooking. We're trying to figure out next is how we get down. Not a clue because we are really high up here, so it's going to be, whatever we do is going to be steep for sure. I think there was a road though that was like switchback somewhere, so view from up at the top here on the Gaia, Vila Nova de Gaia side. Kind of right where the gondolas go from, which must be that terrace bar is kind of teed up around that. It's cool. Really, really good shot from here of boats, the river, the other side, Castor Rivera. Lots of buskers up here. The good thing is they keep them all separated enough so that each one kind of has their own space. So it's actually quite nice. You wander around, there's music playing. It's really good. Somebody's got an outdoor rooftop garden here that looks like you're in Arizona. Alright, we think we found a way down here, so we'll start down another one of these. It's a ramp road, I guess. Down here. It's gonna be steep going down for sure, because we gotta get a long ways down in a short distance, so we'll see how it goes. There was stairs there, but they were really full of people and looked equally terrifying, so we're trying the ramp instead. We'll see where we go. And we found a ramp down, but it's a road as well, so get some car action going down here as we go. But it looks like it's going to get us down anyways. You can see that the gondolas are going right over us. And you can see the bridge up there that we just came off of, so I think we're going at least in the right vertical direction. We'll see where it leads us at the end. It's steep. Trying to stay to the side so that we can use these little step-offs once in a while. But looks like we're getting where we want to go. It's, I suppose, better this way than the other way. Lower deck of the bridge. You can see the supports here. It's very cool. And then you come around the corner and we're almost back at water level here. We're very close. So we're getting there. I'm actually glad we found it. It was really steep though, so probably the hardest walk down. We're just saying the hardest walk down anywhere we've had since we've been in Portugal. It was a very slippery, nothing to hang on to, cobblestone bricks all the way down. But all good, made it. Now into the chaos and time to get some Porto. Funicular going in the background, and we're at the base of the bridge now. Made it fully to the other side, so that's good. It's some cool boats. Overlooked some things. We came from there, way up there. Pretty cool. Now we're gonna head down. Oh, this is cool. Again, very busy. Gotta get used to walking around tourists, especially the Europeans and stuff that could care less that there's other people on the planet. It's hard being a Canadian. Getting out of the way for people's not be part of the thing here. You know, they talk about Americans, and anyway, it's a subject for another video, but you know what I mean. Alright, so we're just kind of taking a little break here as we've gotten onto the plaza. Lots of cool restaurants, lots of port wine tasting places. You've got the gondola going over top of all of it. It's interesting. I think we're going to try Calum over here as a place to taste. We're kind of looking for a tasting without a tour. I think I mentioned that already, but we've been on enough wine tours that I'm not really so keen on the tour, but I would like to do the tasting and really just have some wine. So we'll see how that goes. Port wine houses here. Apparently the oldest port wine house. It's a really cool alleyway back there, actually. It's actually really like the vibe over here. It's nicer than the other side in a way, because it's touristy, but it's not quite so compact and crazy. The other side's all about just kind of, you know, guys waving you into restaurants and stuff. It's the usual touristy thing, but here it seems a little bit more like a fair. Heather's been taking pictures. There's a market going on here on the side. Got some really cool, you know, stuff. Like I say, we're just before lunch, so I'm assuming all these restaurants will probably get packed here very shortly. But so far, so good. Cool port tasting places over here. It's quite, like I said, it's got really a cool vibe. I really like it. The weather's perfect today, too. It's a little bit cloudy, but you can see there's some blue around us, so it's not bad. Perfect temperature almost. Lots of cool outdoor patios and stuff here. All the port signs here as well. We've got the old port boats. And a pretty cool shot of the river from here. Nice, really nice location. Can't beat it. Lots of people on the other side. Stuff going on here. The rowers are putting back their boat, and we are in the fantastic world of the Portuguese sardine. But really, really, really cool. I actually like this. There's a helicopter that's been going over us pretty much constantly here. So that's interesting. Makes for a very cool place. And further down. It's just such a gorgeous walk, actually. It's such a beautiful spot. Not too crazy. It's actually been pretty easy to walk over here. I think the nice part over here is that there's a huge like river walk, whereas on the other side there's only a short section that has that river walk. So here it's like it's pretty easy to walk around people compared to the other side. Okay, well here we are doing a wine tasting, and we will see how it goes for you here. It's going to be interesting. We got 5 different ones. We're doing the excellence tasting. We're at Calum here, and it looks like it could be good. Of the tasting, but there's just too many people around and too much background music going on, so
Yeah,
we'll get copyrighted out for that. So I'll just show you what the wines look like. We've got a couple of pictures I'll flash as well. Got a cheese board coming too. As you can see, we're kind of right here on the boardwalk, so it's pretty cool. Okay, so we got through, I guess, the first taste of everything. The white one's really interesting. It's very fruity. But smells like whiskey and tastes like fruit. It's really weird. And then as you kind of progress from left to right here, you know, the first two dark red ones that you see there were quite good. Both tasted like pork to me, though what you would traditionally think pork tastes like. And then as you go to the right, you get the two heavier tawny ones. They're obviously browner, and they are very, very rich. So that I guess the fourth one in the circle, the closest to me, is almost like drinking caramel. It was amazing. And then the fifth one, the oldest one, actually probably isn't my favorite, even though it is the most expensive one here. But I mean, they're all good. They're all different. I'd never really experienced pork this way, so it's been pretty fun. And of course, we're just plowing through the cheese platter. You can see the carnage. They brought us bread too, which is nice. Okay, last shot. Let's see how this goes. Made it to the other side, and it's a little crazy as expected, but we're gonna.
Yeah, it's way warmer.
We're gonna work our way over to the that scary tunnel that we went through yesterday because it seems to be the easiest way up. And we can do it right now if we do. So one thing we aren't doing is going up those stairs. We know that's not an option. So we'll continue to go this way, especially after a pork tasting. So we'll go this way, go through the tunnel, and see where it goes from there. That's the tunnel we're going through. Really is long, and it's, as a pedestrian, it smells a lot like car exhaust when you go through it. But we're gonna give it a shot. It's an interesting wall art here. Huge cliffs. Basically, that's why we're going this way, is to avoid walking up in one shot. So we'll do it on various different levels. And we're going into the tunnel. And here we go into the Tunnel de Ribera. It's dark and long, as you'd expect. We'll see how it goes as we go through. Lots of cars. And it smells nice with car exhaust in here. But it is a quick way to get from where we were to where we're going. And not have to go up those crazy stairs to do it, so that's what we're doing. At least it's clean. And a pretty good walkway. Made it to the other side. Busy up here, but we're through. Now it's just uphill to get to the house. Not bad looking over this way though. So we know this is the Starbucks Street. Takes us up towards the train station. Probably the easiest way. It's still steep, but the easiest way to get up compared to some of the others that we go. So we're taking it and we're panting as we do it. We'll get there. And there's the train station. So much traffic on Saturdays, especially in this area. We're in the thick of it now. Just waiting for a light to cross the street. Probably 15 minutes from the house. It's pretty up here, but it is very, very busy. There's so much construction right now too, so it feels like they're constantly upgrading these areas and kind of improving them. But it needs for a lot of construction, especially in the summer. Lots of people decorating too for the parties that are about to come with the Santa Antonio or whatever the celebration is here in June. Going down through here, still busy. Cars just backed up everywhere. I don't know why everybody drives through these touristy neighborhoods, but they do. And it just makes it crazy. Especially with all the construction, it really just slows everything down. But we're moving. More stores as we kind of move along on our way up the hill towards our place up there. Getting closer though, almost to the top. Let's see how it goes. So this is the walk up to our first Porto Airbnb. We're only in it for about another day. The problem has been, it's a great Airbnb. I actually really like it. The problem is it's halfway down a very long street, exactly halfway, that has no breaks in the street. So no matter what you do, you're either coming up or down to get to it, which makes it kind of long and arduous a little bit at the end of the walking session or whatever. But we move tomorrow, so we'll see how the next one goes. It's in a little more flatter area near the top of the hill by our apartment. It's weird. It just seems like such a long back after the end of every walk. That's the only drawback. Other than that, it's been an amazing place to stay. Really nice building, beautiful apartment, but very long.